Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash making an extreme demon video. My goodness, the support on this series so far is immense. People giving me tips, ideas. I really appreciate all of that. I'm planning to finish this level completely, little by little in these videos. So someone in the comments told me about a mega hack setting called, I think it's Smooth Editor Trail. There it is. So you see spots like these where the curve of the green gameplay line is kind of weird and wonky and it doesn't necessarily fit the path. Well, look no further. Look at this fix that Mega Hack V7 provides. It's so smooth. It's so much better. I'm going to be able to shape my structures a lot better around this. We're going to continue the ship section. The ending kind of sucked last time, so I'm going to delete that. We're going to make the exit of this ship part a lot earlier, and we're going to add a little cube section to bridge between the ship and the next game mode. I'm going to use a little bit of speed hacking just to make sure I get the timings nice and exquisite like that. Let me see if I can mini space these even further. Oh boy. Do you think I can get fancy with this with a couple of movements? Swing! That's cool. Okay. I quite like the idea of delaying a couple of blue orb and holds. And then maybe an early pink or something like that. I'm not sure how this is going to flow entirely. And then we can have another teleporter over here, which just boosts you technically down, but there is an upwards motion there. This is the beat. Oh, and then you click again. That's sick. Yes! And with the yellow pad, you're gonna get the same entrance to this wave every single time. Now, how the hell do you make a wave part? The most important thing for me at the moment is the entrance to the wave. How consistent it is with the transition. Wonder if I can just put that there. See, this seems like a small gap, but it's not 3 times, it's just 2. If I half space that spike, then we can put... In fact, I could just half space that block. I was gonna put a slab on the side like this, but it's just not needed. Simple dimple whizzle dizzle. Do I suck at wave or is this just ridiculous? I can't tell. Oh, that makes me feel like a god, and that is what we're here for. Simple transition into a brief pause as a cube where you have to make a timing and a green orb, which is probably also going to be timed. Half space down, and we can have another timing like that. This is the beat. We can slow the level down at this point as we prepare to go into the slower section of the song, which I'm quite scared for because the majority of this level so far has been fast-paced. This is slightly slower, so it might end up being 1 times, which is exactly what I struggled with in the first episode, if you remember that. Why I don't make extreme demons. Little did I know that would be my first of many. Also, tip from Nejfu, do not scale down speed portals, because apparently it's a key culprit in messing up the sync in any levels. So you gotta watch out for that. Yes! Okay, seems to be alright. I'm swinging through in practice mode just to see if there's any areas that I struggle with in particular, or if they feel unbalanced, or if they feel buggy. I gotta remember, especially in the ship sections, if it feels unbalanced, it could also be me sucking at that specific game mode. Since I'm not really a player, I do have weak points in my skill set. See, you gotta experiment with start positions too, because this black orb right here becomes a hold release. What do you call that? A micro release, I'm gonna call it. Because I'm holding for this jump out of the ship. With my start pause before the cube portals, so if I put one right here, I was just clicking twice, and that's not how the level's actually best played. So I gotta take a lot of things into consideration whenever I decide to buff or nerf things. I'm definitely gonna nerf that purple pink. People keep telling me this orb is pink. I'm colorblind, I'm sorry. Now I did that first try after nerfing it, and now I'm doubting myself! That just feels impossible. I just can't. What is the upside to making an extreme demon? Just someone tell me. Now the level's just super easy. Stop it. Why is it so easy after Oh, whatever. For whatever reason, this wave part is just gonna have to be a billion times harder as soon as you pass the ship section. It's just gonna have to be that way, I'm sorry. Someone in the comments also told me that I should make an insane demon layout, then buff it to an extreme afterwards, because apparently that's more enjoyable as a level as a result. I'm not practicing what I preach at all. I've made an extreme, and now I'm just sucking at nerfing it properly, and then getting angry at myself because I can't nerf it properly. Please, can I do the run? No! I'm gonna take a break from this for now. I'm back from the break. I feel energized. I've made a tiny little bridge that's gonna lead on to the next section of the level. This took a lot of consideration. I wasn't really sure what to put here, and I think these 3 orb timings are nice because it contrasts to the tight feel of the wave, and it feels more floaty. So I'm probably gonna use another blue pad slab on a platform up here that can be a little buffer before we start the next part. Maybe we could have a little ball jump right here or something like that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that could be used for some gameplay, right? If I have like a block here, we can have a little gimmick where it looks like you're supposed to wait to jump into the ball, but you gotta jump early, nick the side of it, and then bump yourself down. I gotta test this out in normal mode. It does actually work. That's sick. Then I can repeat the beginning style of ball timings where there's a spike that's half over the block. I'm gonna have to test this out, but that looks like a timing that would be reasonable. Ooh, okay. We can lead on to a robot from here. And what if I repeated some more of the beginning style where there's a double click on a block like that? Except this time it's in a robot. It's slightly different in like the order of the click pattern, but I can definitely make this work. I already like this structuring, how it's just dropped down and diagonal. Okay, there's another structure. We could have a black orb right here that's timed so you miss the second block on the way down and you hit a blue pad on the bottom. Is that gonna work? I feel like that could be very annoying. Ooh. Ooh, and then we can have a blue orb down here, which can put you on the bottom end of a spike block that I can arrange up here that's going to kill you if you hit the second block on the way down. And this might be a bit overkill, but we could also have a jump out like that. I love it when stuff goes to plan. I love it. I can't lie. There was a slight bit of a midlife crisis earlier on. I think mentality does definitely come into play when you're creating something this difficult and with this much care. Big things are happening. Dude, I just thought of the name for this level. Here we go. Instead of holy beep, we're gonna go with holy views. Because we love extreme demons for the view counts, don't we? I'm manifesting everything I'm talking about right now. I'm losing the spark that I had in the robot. And this section right here, this ass, is literally taking more time to build than like the entirety of this robot. I am losing the spark. It's genuinely taken me about 5 minutes to think of something like this. I must say, I am a fan of the teleportation. I feel like that's gonna work. I'm not too sure how this is gonna work in normal mode, but I got a few fakes out here, as you can see. Some weird black orb timings that I need to test for consistency and stuff, and whether it syncs properly. But it does go quite far up, so I'm gonna put a jumping ball transition to get a lot of height downwards. Oh no, this level's slowly becoming a click pattern level, and that scares me so much. I like this robot because it goes from the diagonal structuring, and then it slowly stretches out, and the blocks become rectangles again. It's taking me longer and longer and longer and longer for every single part that I add. I'm just so worried about the consistency and the balancing of this level. Let me compare the lines here. Okay, so if this portal is placed up here, given a new group 3, which is used to move it down 2 blocks on the Y, then the portal will appear here, then the gameplay lines will open up instead of shifting down. Well, shout out to that jump for being the best thing ever. I guess with the UFO, we continue the black orb stuff that I've kind of been abusing for the last couple of seconds. I'm making a slight callback to the ship section when I had a blue orb inside 2 blocks and an orb after. I want to try and break up the click pattern here because it's getting very repetitive. And I think instead of UFO spam, we can make a ship section instead. That was almost a very bad decision on my part. Listen to how monotonous this has gotten though. It's just I quite like the idea of sliding up a slope and then pressing the black orb to get down into a solid place. Could definitely make that gap a lot tighter though if I just mini space this a little bit more. Oh dear, I am falling off. I can feel it. The longer my gameplay building session, the more lame this gets, and this is just getting worse and worse. Yeah, once the ship section's done, I think I'm done for the day. I am not doing too well right now. We can dash orb out into another cube just as a little bridge. I have little to no idea how this is going to play in normal mode, but I don't have very high hopes. That ship transition seems a little bit odd. I'm excited, man. I'm learning new things. We've done quite a lot in this video, I won't lie. We started way back here. We made this wave in this video. Good lord. I love swinging through there. That's so awesome. I'm still not sure about all that stretch, man. Feels a little bit samey, even though we're going through a lot of different modes. And that ship can use some work, I'm not gonna lie. But man, we made a lot of progress in this video. I should be aiming to finish it in the next Making an Extreme Demon video. And then, oh boy, we'll get to the decorating stage. That's gonna be hell, because there's stuff that's off-grid, and oh, I don't even want to think about it. But thank you so much for watching this Making an Extreme Geometry Dash video. Check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.